Your sister knows a secret about your money. She has already spoken to a lawyer. Archangel Michael says, the truth cannot remain hidden forever, and when shadows move in silence, they always believe they will not be caught. Yet heaven has opened the veil for you, and I must tell you something important. A movement is already underway behind your back, and it concerns your own blood, your own sister. She carries in her heart a secret she believes is untouchable. In her hands, she holds pieces of information about your money, your resources, and the inheritance that was meant for you. She has whispered these details to a lawyer, hoping her steps remain unseen, but heaven reveals what she tries to keep buried. There is a plan unfolding quietly, like ink spreading on paper, unnoticed until it stains everything. She has begun taking action, moving pieces into place with the guidance of someone who knows the law, someone who has assured her that her scheme can be justified. This is not gossip, this is not suspicion, it is a reality already in motion. Your sister thinks she has the upper hand because she believes the law will protect her moves. She has confidence that you will remain unaware, that you will remain silent, and that when the moment comes, she will present her claim as if it was always hers to hold. But Archangel Michael reveals this now so you do not walk blindly into betrayal. Type Amen 333 to receive the shield of protection against hidden financial traps. The energy around this secret is heavy, not because of money alone, but because of trust. A bond that should have been safe has turned into a battlefield where greed and pride try to rule. She hides her conversations, deleting messages and ensuring no one around her suspects the depth of what she is doing. What you must know is that this is not a mere thought or plan in her mind, it has already taken steps. The lawyer she has consulted has listened carefully, has advised her on how to proceed, and has given her the confidence that she can move forward. This is why you were guided to receive this message, because if you stay silent, the decisions made in those private meetings will affect your future. Every coin, every document, every account carries with it a trace of your energy. Your sister, instead of cherishing that bond, seeks to redirect it for herself. She believes her actions are justified, but Archangel Michael says the law of heaven is higher than the law of men, and her motives will not remain concealed. She is already trying to prepare a narrative, a story she will use to defend herself when confronted. She will say it was for the good of the family, she will say it was her right, and she will say you were unaware and careless. But the truth is that her actions are not born from care, they are born from envy, and envy always leaves destruction behind. Type Amen 999 to release angelic protection over your wealth and inheritance. The air around you has been filled with quiet signs that something was off. Documents missing, conversations that ended too quickly, sudden silence when you walked into a room, all of these were fragments of the bigger story. You were never meant to notice them in detail until this moment, when everything comes together to reveal the shape of the hidden plan. Do not be surprised when those closest to you appear to distance themselves, for your sister has already started painting a picture of you before others. She is preparing support for herself, allies who will believe her side when she makes her move. Yet Archangel Michael has exposed this now so that you may strengthen yourself, stand firm, and be prepared for what comes. Her conversations with the lawyer carry not only her words but her intentions. Every intention leaves a trace in the spiritual realm, and the angels have already seen them. What she imagines will be a victory for herself is already being recorded in the higher courts of justice, and those who align with deception never escape its weight. She has confidence now, but confidence built on lies is like a structure built on crumbling ground. It will not stand for long. What you must do is remain alert, protect your documents, protect your resources, and align yourself with divine guidance that ensures her trap will not consume you. Type Amen 444 to stay under divine protection as the truth unfolds. What is striking here is how far she has already gone. She is not only thinking of her gain, she is thinking of your loss. In her mind, the more you are weakened, the stronger she becomes, and this is why she has allowed herself to walk down this dangerous path. She does not expect you to know. She does not expect you to prepare. She does not expect that heaven itself would reveal the plan she is working on. And yet, here it is, uncovered before you, given to you so that you can rise and not fall into her shadow. Her silence when you speak to her, her distant glances, the way she avoids eye contact when money matters arise, all of these are signals of the truth buried within her heart. She is trying to maintain her mask until the moment she can present her final move. But the angels are already whispering that her silence will not last much longer, because exposure is coming. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear what is hidden, for light always burns through darkness." Your sister has tied herself to the earthly law, but you are being tied now to the law of heaven, and this is where your safety lies. Type Amen 555 to seal protection over your name, your property, and your rightful wealth. The very air around her carries tension. Even when she smiles, even when she pretends all is well, she cannot fully hide the weight of what she has chosen to do. Those close to her feel it, even if they cannot explain it, because secrets always carry an energy that cannot be disguised. She is creating a path of destruction, though she does not see it yet. She imagines she will come out victorious, but every step she takes is being watched by the eyes of heaven. And when the moment comes, she will see that the plan she thought would bring her victory has only prepared her downfall. What you must do is remain steady. Do not rush. Do not act in fear. Act in wisdom, for wisdom is what ensures that her plans do not bear fruit against you. The very reason you are reading this now is because you are being positioned to stay ahead of her schemes. Type Amen 222 if you are ready for divine strategy to guide your next moves. Archangel Michael says, "You must not underestimate what is already in motion." The whispers have grown into conversations, the conversations into meetings, and the meetings into documents. Your sister believes she is close to winning something that was never hers to begin with. Her steps are not random. Every action she has taken has been careful, deliberate, and planned in silence. She is convinced that she can outsmart both you and those who would protect you, but heaven is already cutting through her illusions. The lawyer she has spoken to has encouraged her, not knowing the full depth of her intentions. He only sees her as a client, but in truth, she carries much more than simple questions. She carries envy disguised as entitlement. She has already received advice on how to use loopholes, how to reshape documents, and how to present her case if the moment arrives. Your sister has tried to stay calm on the surface, but the energy within her betrays her. In her heart, she knows that her plan is unjust, but she has allowed pride to convince her that she deserves what she is reaching for. Pride has blinded her, and now it drives her deeper into a trap she cannot escape. Type Amen 333 to break the chains of hidden pride that are rising against you. She has already started preparing a false narrative. She wants to show others that you were careless, that you do not value what was entrusted to you, and that she is the rightful one to take control. Her plan is not only about the money, it is about rewriting how others see you. Her whispers behind your back are creating shadows in places you once thought safe. Some family members may already sense her words, unsure whether to believe them or not. But Archangel Michael reveals that no matter how convincing she tries to be, the truth will rise above lies. The spiritual realm has already witnessed her steps. Every word spoken in secret carries weight, and her conversations with the lawyer are not invisible to the higher courts of justice. She has unknowingly written her own testimony against herself, for heaven records everything. She believes she can hide what she is doing until it is too late for you to respond. She has told herself that you will be shocked, powerless, and unprepared when the truth finally comes out. But the truth is that you are already being prepared, already receiving knowledge that places you steps ahead of her scheme. Type Amen 444 to stand in alignment with heaven's timing, not her deception. The lawyer has told her what to gather, what to show, and what to hide. She has started collecting pieces of paper, copies of records, and fragments of information that she believes will help her case. These items are her weapons, and she carries them quietly, thinking no one will ever notice. Even in her secrecy, her spirit is restless. She has been losing sleep, glancing at her phone late at night, and holding back words she almost slips out in conversations. She is carrying a burden she cannot release because she knows it is tied to betrayal. Archangel Michael's message is clear: she has already taken steps, but she cannot take what is divinely sealed for you. Her hands will grow tired before she can complete the task, for the angels are already dismantling what she builds. Her confidence will not last forever. When she realizes her plan is weakening, she will attempt to gain sympathy. She will play the role of the victim, pretending that her actions were misunderstood. But by then, the truth will already have spoken louder than her excuses. Type Amen 555 for your inheritance, your finances, and your blessings to remain untouchable. The heaviness around this secret has already started affecting her behavior. She avoids you more than before, because she fears that your eyes might see through her disguise. She tries to keep her smile steady, but her silence tells the deeper story. Those closest to her may notice her distraction, though they may not understand its cause. She carries guilt in her energy, even if she tries to hide it. And that guilt will only grow heavier the longer she pushes forward with this plan. The lawyer she trusted will eventually pull away, for he too will sense the wrongness in what she is doing. He may not voice it at first, but hesitation will rise in him, and hesitation will slow her down. Every delay, every pause, every disruption will be heaven's way of stopping what she thought was certain. You are not meant to be afraid. You are meant to be aware, to be steady, and to protect what is rightfully yours. Awareness is your shield, and this message is your armor. Type Amen 222 to stay alert and untouched by the snares of betrayal. Her desire for your money did not appear overnight. It has been brewing for a long time, fed by jealousy and silent comparisons. She has watched what you have, and instead of celebrating with you, she has allowed bitterness to grow in her heart. This bitterness is what drove her to the lawyer's office. She thought she could use earthly authority to rewrite spiritual truth. But the angels remind you that no paper, no contract, no word of man can override what heaven has assigned to you. Her choices are creating ripples. Others will soon begin to notice her strange behavior, her sudden secrecy, her unusual focus on financial matters. These ripples will reach places she did not intend, and they will lead to questions she cannot answer. The truth will not wait forever. It is already rising like dawn, and soon, it will be impossible for her to continue hiding what she has done. Her mask will slip, and when it does, she will be forced to face what she has created. Type Amen 999 if you are ready for truth to fully expose what has been hidden. Archangel Michael says, "The time of silence has ended, and what was whispered in hidden places is now brought to light." You are being warned, not to frighten you, but to strengthen you. Your sister's steps are already recorded in the book of truth, and the deception she believes will succeed is already unraveling. Her conversations with the lawyer were not just casual words. She revealed details she should never have spoken, details that belong to you, and she presented them as if they were hers. She spoke with a confidence that only envy could fuel, and in her mind, she thought no one would ever discover it. The documents she touched, the agreements she is preparing, all carry the fingerprints of betrayal. They are being used as tools against you, but what she has forgotten is that divine justice is stronger than earthly papers. A contract born out of envy will never bring peace, it will only call judgment. The very walls that heard her secret conversations now echo with the truth. Nothing hidden can remain hidden forever. What she thought would remain sealed between herself and the lawyer has already been revealed to the angels who guard you. Type Amen 333 to seal your finances with divine protection that no hand can steal. Her plan has already created division in the spiritual realm. Trust has been broken, and her energy is shifting in ways she cannot control. She avoids your eyes, for she fears you might see the guilt she carries inside. Even as she smiles, the truth trembles beneath her mask. She believes her story is convincing, but her spirit betrays her. The lawyer may have believed her words, but heaven has not been deceived. This betrayal carries with it an energy of urgency. The faster she moves, the more mistakes she makes. She is trying to outpace the truth, but in doing so, she is leaving behind traces, clues, and cracks that will expose her before her plan is complete. Every step she takes deeper into deception becomes a step closer to her downfall. And when her mask finally falls, those who supported her will realize they were standing with shadows, not truth. Type Amen 444 to call the light of truth into every hidden corner of your life. The lawyer she spoke with is already second-guessing. Though he offered her advice, he senses an energy around her case that does not feel right. He cannot explain it, but his spirit is uneasy, and that unease will soon grow stronger. What she wanted to appear simple will begin to unravel. Delays will come, papers will be misplaced, signatures will not align, and confusion will surround her plan. These are not accidents, they are the fingerprints of angels stopping what was never meant to succeed. Even those who once believed her will begin to question. They will notice her inconsistencies, the cracks in her story, the tension in her words. Slowly, the support she thinks she has will slip away. Her greatest mistake is believing that you are unprepared. She imagines you will be shocked when she finally makes her move, but Archangel Michael has revealed her intentions so that you may walk ahead of her, not behind. Type Amen 555 to remain 3 steps ahead of every hidden scheme. Your money carries the energy of destiny, not just currency. It is tied to your future, your stability, and the blessings meant for you. To tamper with it is to tamper with divine assignment, and this is why her actions cannot go unchecked. She imagines she is claiming something rightfully hers, but she is touching what was never assigned to her spirit. This is why her plan will not bring her peace, it will only bring storms. No wealth gained through betrayal can remain secure. You are being prepared to secure your inheritance, your resources, and your rightful blessings. This message is not only a warning, it is an instruction. You must take spiritual authority over what belongs to you, and in doing so, you will ensure no false hand can claim it. She thought she was moving in silence, but her footsteps have already been recorded in heaven. The very lawyer she spoke with will one day become a witness to her choices, for nothing done in darkness can withstand the light. Type Amen 222 to guard your inheritance under angelic watch. Her obsession with your finances has grown into something dangerous. She no longer sees clearly, for envy has blinded her judgment. Every move she makes now is born from desperation, and desperation always leaves behind evidence. She speaks differently now, measuring her words when you are near, avoiding conversations that might reveal her hidden plans. But silence itself is a confession, and those who listen closely can already feel the shift. The lawyer's advice gave her temporary confidence, but even she knows deep inside that what she is doing is wrong. She tries to silence that voice, but the unease in her spirit grows louder with each passing day. Soon, she will not be able to hide her nervousness. The angels are watching her closely. What she believes is cleverness is actually entrapment. Every step she takes deeper into betrayal ties her tighter to the consequences of her choices. Type Amen 999 to release divine judgment against all schemes plotted in secret. Her plan is already heavy with cracks, though she cannot yet see them. She believes she has time, but time itself is slipping away from her. She believes she has support, but support is already weakening around her. This is why you were called to hear this now. You are not meant to be caught off guard. You are meant to rise with strength, knowing the truth, prepared before the storm fully arrives. She has no idea how much has already been revealed. She has no idea how close she is to exposure. She has no idea that you are already being guided, protected, and aligned with strategies that will keep you secure. When the day comes and her mask slips, she will realize too late that she was never as hidden as she believed. And by then, her lawyer, her words, and her documents will not be enough to protect her from the weight of truth. Type Amen 111 if you believe no hidden trap can prosper against you. Archangel Michael says, "The web of deception your sister spins is fragile, though she believes it to be strong. The threads are breaking already, and what she thought would remain hidden will soon collapse." You are not meant to fear this storm, you are meant to walk through it with the certainty of protection. Her visits to the lawyer were carried out quietly. She avoided the eyes of others, making sure her steps could not be traced. But the very energy she carried into those meetings marked the air with tension that even strangers could feel. The lawyer listened carefully, nodding, writing, instructing her on the path forward. He gave her the tools she wanted, unaware of the full depth of the betrayal she was carrying. And yet, though he gave her advice, the uneasy stirring in his spirit told him this matter would not end as smoothly as she expected. Your sister, however, believes she is invincible now. The advice she received filled her with false confidence. She thinks the law is on her side, but she forgets that no earthly court can silence the court of heaven. Type Amen 333 to call angelic judgment against false legal moves. Her thoughts are consumed. Even when she tries to live normally, her mind returns to this plan again and again. She has convinced herself that what she is doing is clever, but the truth is she is weaving chains around her own future. The envy that grew quietly inside her has now taken form. It is not only a thought, it is an action. And actions always carry consequences. She has moved beyond jealousy and entered into betrayal. She pretends to be innocent in your presence. She acts as though she cares about your well-being. But behind that mask, she is calculating, always thinking of the next step, always considering how close she is to taking what is not hers. The angels have already stood between her and her goal. Though she cannot see it, barriers have been placed. Every attempt she makes will be slowed, disrupted, and eventually exposed. Type Amen 444 to seal divine barriers around your wealth and name. She believes the lawyer is her ally, but allies built on deception never last. The very person she trusted may one day stand as evidence against her. For truth always has a way of turning shadows into testimony. The documents she wants to prepare will not remain sealed. They will pass through hands, through eyes, through systems that cannot hide them forever. And when they are revealed, she will not be able to explain why she carried them in silence. Every stolen moment of planning leaves a mark. The whispers, the late-night searches, the hidden messages, all of them carry an energy that is visible to the angels. Her secret is not secret at all in the higher realms. The truth will not sleep. It is awake, waiting, pressing against the walls of her deception. Soon, it will break through, and all her work will be undone. Type Amen 555 to align yourself with the unstoppable force of truth. The energy around her grows heavier each day. She carries tension in her voice, in her movements, in her silence. Even those who do not know the details feel something is wrong. Family members may notice her changes. They may not speak of it openly, but whispers of suspicion already linger. People sense that she is carrying something she should not, though they cannot yet name it. She spends time in quiet corners, hiding messages, deleting evidence, and acting as though nothing is happening. But guilt always leaks through silence, and soon, it will betray her. What she does not know is that she is being watched, not only by people, but by the unseen. Her every step is recorded, and her every plan is already under review in a court far higher than the one she has trusted. Type Amen 222 to ensure you remain shielded under divine surveillance. Her motivation is not simply financial, it is personal. She wants control, she wants recognition, she wants to prove something. In her eyes, this is about more than money, it is about power. But power taken through lies is fragile. It never lasts. The higher she tries to climb through deception, the harder her fall will be when the truth comes crashing down. She believes you will be silent. She believes you will be shocked and too late to act. But this revelation has already placed you ahead of her. You now know what she has done, and you are prepared before she even takes her next step. The angels whisper that you must not act in fear. You must act in strength, in wisdom, and with steady resolve. Fear feeds betrayal, but wisdom dismantles it. Type Amen 999 if you are ready to walk with wisdom, not fear. She tries to keep others on her side. She paints herself as someone struggling, someone deserving, someone who has been overlooked. But beneath that performance lies the real motive, jealousy that refuses to let go. Her story is changing with each telling. Lies never stay the same, for they cannot hold their shape under the weight of truth. The cracks in her story will soon be visible, and others will begin to doubt her words. The lawyer she speaks to will notice her inconsistencies as well. The more she pushes, the more tangled her words will become. What was meant to be a straight path for her will twist into knots she cannot untangle. Archangel Michael says, her plans are breaking even now. Her words are stumbling even as she speaks them. You do not need to fear her schemes, they are collapsing before her own eyes. Type Amen 111 to declare collapse over every trap set against you.